How's everybody doing today? I'm just trying to find this video. There it is. How's everybody doing today? Okay. So I just decided that I wanted to come and talk to you today, give you a message from Spirit. What I feel like is, I feel like there's a lot of angelic presence around right now. And I feel like I just want to see what the messages are. This is a collective reading. So we'll see what Spirit has to say to us today. We'll invite in angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light. Also all the elements, fire, air, earth, and water. Thank you for your help today. And let's see what Spirit might have for us today. Tell us, Spirit, what do we need to know? What does my collective need to know today? We're having a long weekend here in the United States with the 4th of July. Today's July 1st. Definitely in Cancer season, right? Okay. So it seems like there's something about stability here and earning it. You know, it feels like there's a lot of you who have been kind of climbing a mountain, right? I feel like there's some of you who could be getting a promotion at work, and also this is making me feel like you're getting very stable. My people are really getting stable. I do feel like there's some things going on, like I think whatever your goals have been, I think you're getting there. I feel like you're realizing your strength. And I also feel like you're becoming aware of what's around you, which would be like the other realms. I feel like you're feeling it, hearing it, and knowing it. And that was part of the ascension that you went through, you know. I feel like maybe some of you are going to be doing some reflection on the past. And I feel like the reason for that is because you realize that there are some things that don't want, you know, fit into your world anymore, right? See, I feel like you're kind of going from, I feel like your money is stable, and what you're doing is you're kind of getting to this place where you're coming from a heart space. I feel like that's where you're being guided, you know, like your intuition. Yeah, I feel like there's some different moves coming in, like something's changing. I think you have a very strategic plan for something, right? About being this person coming from a place of love, because you're very balanced now. I mean, I feel like you've been going through something, like it shows a mountain, like you've climbed a mountain right to the top. And I feel like while that climb was tough, I feel like it changed you, all of it, every step you took. You know what I mean? It changed everything, and so now you have a new strategy, right? I do feel like there's some kind of I'm seeing a lot of twos here, so 222 might be some kind of message from Spirit. I do feel like they're pointing out birds here to me, so I don't know if you have birds coming around you or if you have a loved one from the other side, but I feel like they're talking to you or showing themselves with birds. And I feel like if you see the number 222, that's also them. It's a message. Look it up and see what that means for you. 222. There will be a lot of them. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of spirit activity. You know, I do have these cool cards with me that really bring that out, but I feel like there's some of you who might be going back to school, learning something new. It could be like a regular school, or it could be, you know, you researching something that your own soul told you. Maybe you're researching ascension because it looks like you've been ascending. Hi. Well, I see that here. And I honestly, free will, it's really connected with someone on the other side or higher realms or a gift of that. Just because of the way the cards are all sitting. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have angels. I feel like you have ancestors. I feel like you have fairies. I feel like you have people from that have already passed over. I just feel like you have like several realms are showing themselves here to me. So if you aren't already getting like some kind of messages, I think you will be. I think it's shocking, and it could be, it could make you a little afraid in some way. But I think the most important part about this reading is like when you receive the messages from the other realms, from your ancestors, from your angels, your guides, whatever, sometimes we ask ourselves if we're really being honest with ourselves, or we just want that so bad, right? It's real. It's real, and maybe that's why Spirit had me do this reading today. I don't know. There's a message here for someone, and it's about your gifts, and it's about understanding that they are real, being stable, like being grounded in your Queen of Pentacle energy, as well as coming from a heart space with the King of Cups. You know what I mean? Like you have a perfect balance of that. You've learned something new on your ascension. You've learned a new strategy. You've learned, like, maybe I want to say how to play the game. That's what I'm hearing, how to play the game. But what I feel like is you have a different strategy. You've learned it on the ascension path, right? And then that's when these angels and stuff come in. All the major arcana come in after the ascension. So I feel like maybe they're showing you, like with the birds, like you thought you were alone. But I think you're starting to notice and give it the honor that it deserves. You know what I mean? You're paying more attention and you're like, yeah, that really was from them. If you're trying to reach the other side, right? Or even if they're just trying to reach you, you're understanding it. I feel like this summer is really a big movement summer for you. I think you're working on something. I think you're growing. And this specific card says, what can I do to help myself? You know, like, so what's the answer to that? What can you do to help yourself? You're grounded. You're coming from a heart space. What more can you do? I think that's what you're going to be thinking about for the whole summer. And I think, honestly, that's telling me that you're going to just be focusing on that self-love. What can I do to help myself? I feel like cardinals, I feel like it depends on the cardinal. Like red cardinals, I always feel my mom. And when I was in Hawaii, there was a black cardinal, and I knew it was my dad. It's such a cool thing when you actually know. The first person you attach to that is who it is. You know what I mean? The first thought that comes, that's there for a reason. So it probably is your aunt. Okay, so I feel like, okay, so you're working on yourself here with the Five of Forces, and this has something to do with summertime. What can I do to help myself? So I feel like that's your mantra, you know, like a daily routine of loving yourself. What does that look like for you? What does that look like for anyone, right? How do we love ourselves? Sometimes I just want to do a video on that, and maybe I will. But I feel like that's what you're asking yourself, and that's what you're focused on. You're very stable, very, very coming from a heart place. So this Eight of Keys comes out. So what I'm seeing here with the way the cards are is this is about the ascension, what you've learned on that journey. You've learned new strategies. You've learned how to fucking win. You did win. You got to the top. You made it through this, whatever that was. It was hard. It was like climbing a mountain, scaling a mountain, right? So the next card that came out, like in this way, is the Eight of Keys, the Master Artisan. This is asking you to share everything that you learned on that ascension. You need to share it with everybody you can, anybody who wants to hear. Make it public. I mean, start a YouTube channel if you want. Do a live on Facebook. You know, just get it out there. Here's the thing. Like, when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't know why. I really didn't, except for that I wanted to practice reading and get better. And so, like, if you go back to the very first video I did, I was so nervous. And I didn't have, like, a holder that was brand new about it, you know. But what I feel like is happening with that is just all these really cool people coming into my life that I meet on here. Hello. Hi, how are you doing? I'm so happy to see you. So it's the people that have been attracted to my life, you know, but it's also an avenue for me to share and to share my knowledge and to honestly help some people. You know, with my ascension has been with grief, right? The climbing of that mountain, I have learned new strategies. And so basically what they're asking you to do is, with everything that you've learned on the ascension, now that you're at the top, you want to see it? Now that you're at the top, and you can see all the way around you, you have the best vantage point of all. You learned a lot scaling the mountain, is what I'm assuming, right? And so now it's time for you to share your knowledge. Now, as far as this next thing, you've got, like, first of all, you've got 22, add some. This is a card of all those spirits helping you. They're even showing you what to read. Do you see that? They're even showing you what to read. There's an angel right there guiding you, showing the exact sentence that they want you to see. See, there's so much going on in that card. It's so cool. Okay, and then the Two of Roses, which is the winged messengers, the birds coming at you, right? So you're getting all kinds of information. What that's giving you is confidence, power, and balance. You see, she's got both, the sun and the moon. You know what this card reminds me of is, like, just understanding that both of those pieces, I know I always talk about letting your soul out, but it's because our human pretty much runs the show. And it is important to listen to the spirit stuff because, you know, our soul is the one that knows the way. And so basically what I'm feeling is, in this card, is this these other realms are helping you understand that your shadow is just as important as your light. You know, we need both in this realm of earth, you know. And so I see you getting it. I see you becoming balanced. Hi, Aisha. In April? God, that's a super long time. It's like almost a whole year. Tell me about the last one here. So you've got reflections and Hilarion. So you're thinking about doing something, learning something, going back to school. I see law, I see medical research, science, right? So I do see somebody actually moving on up as far as not only in this realm, but also in the 5D too. So, yeah. So upon thinking about like everything you've been through, you're thinking about it here with this reflection card. Hilarion comes in, which is the master. He's like an ascended master. And he's all about research and being logical and paying attention to detail, taking the time to learn new things, right? So you're doing that, you're reflecting, and then you're realizing that you'd like to learn some new things, and then setting your course. 3 of Scrolls. So that's like the 3 of Scrolls in this one. It's not anything like the other one. So this could mean like traveling or relocation, broadening your horizon, and understanding that whatever you're doing in this Hilarion card, whatever you're learning, it's higher level learning. It's it's setting you up for like a new path. It's the one that your soul had in mind. I feel like some of you could be traveling. Oh, in July. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Willow Tree, 2 of Forces. This is about being confident. This is about being strong. This is about having a really strong foundation. And it's also about a time of peace. So while all of this is happening, I can see the peace and I can feel it too. I really can with this card right off the get-go. You've got a really nice balance of every energy, right? So, I love that message. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the collective today, Spirit? Yeah, get moving. Get moving, the Chariot card. Don't be scared to start something new. If your soul is calling to you, yeah. I feel like you are an Empress, and I feel like you're going into a brand new cycle as the Empress, as a balanced individual with the Chariot too. So I feel like when you go into this new energy after you've done this ascension, I feel like this beautiful Empress comes out in you. And that could be even telling me, like, that could even be like signifying what the King of Roses is about, because it's all about coming from a heart space. And so is the Empress. She loves everything, every creation she made, right? Yeah. So I feel like, here's what I feel like. I feel like if you guys were in a toxic karmic cycle in the past, that is over. That's what this world card is for. It's like karmic patterns ending, and then a blank slate with no dues to pay. Everything's worked out. It's almost like, well, with the Akashic, it's like you get to write your own story. And that's what I see you doing. And I feel like what you're focused on is happiness, you know, the things you want, how great your life is, how far you've come. I feel like you're seeing all of it. So in this advice thing, I got 5 cards and 4 of them are major arcana. So this is a big message. This is a real big message. Somebody made it through a cycle, a karmic cycle. It is indeed over. And there is a new beginning that starts with whatever you want it to be. What is your wish? Because that's the end thing, right? The Chariot, the Empress, the World, 6 of Pentacles, and the Star. I feel like what you want in your new in your new cycle is a place where things are fair. You know, where it's equal give and take, where it's everything you want to be. You know, everything you want it to be. Like you're just manifesting what you want. I feel like you figured that out too, the manifesting card. I feel like there could be some of you who, I don't know, a new creation, there could be a baby coming. But I just see perfect balance. I do. I see perfect balance, and there's could be something about a child here that's very, tell me about that child. Why is that child there? Oh, okay. I know what it is now. Okay, I was wondering. I thought there was a child involved. I think the child might be you. Like you're going from like this old life into a new one, and it's like you have brand new eyes, like a child, you know? I think you're going to be doing fun stuff because you're manifesting. Feel like there's a lot of creating here and a lot of intuitive ideas. I think there's a lot. I feel you feel really brave here. You're sharing your work. People are loving it. You're sharing your ascension, I think. Yeah, total balance. I do see a lover here. I do see a lover here. They are coming in, and I think it shocks you. It's somebody that might have walked away from you before. Coming in here with the 10 of Pentacles. So it could be very possible that this is someone that you know, 6 of Pentacles, right? But I do feel like there's it just depends on what you want. So you're manifesting it. You're manifesting someone to come in, and then they do. I think you don't expect it. And the 8 of Cups is here saying like, I honestly, you know what I feel like it's saying is that it changes the life that you know right now. Like, you know, I feel like you have like kind of a lonely, maybe some of you are a little lonely, but I feel like it's coming in with the 10 of Pentacles. That's what you're writing for your life. That's your life story that you want to write. Like, I want 10 of Pentacles. I want to be stable in the 3D, right? So that's what I have for you. And yes, I will ask Aisha. I will ask Aisha. My husband is better now. I want to know in April I will go to South Africa. You're asking for July though. So I'll just use my pendulum, Aisha. Aisha, do you know Aisha? Yeah. So she's in Pakistan. Her husband's in South Africa. All right. Is she gonna go home in July? Is she gonna go back to South Africa in July? Aisha. is Aisha going? It's telling me no. August? Is she going back to South Africa? Is it going to be within the next 3 months? No. 4 months? 5 months? Will it be within a year? Yeah. Will it be within 6 months? 7 months? 8 months? 9 months? 10 months? So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Looks like May. Aisha. That's what the pendulum is saying, is May. I'm sorry. That's what it said. Show me what's going on with... Show me what's going on. I see that you want stability, and you want stability in your family. There's something about judgment here, like something needing to be fair. I feel like your wish fulfillment's coming in, but I feel like also it's slow with that Knight of Pentacles, Aisha. Okay, I do see, like, you've got the Devil and the King of Swords here. I feel like, honestly, like with that Devil, it could mean a lot of things, but every time I see that specific one that's a mirror, you know, I feel like maybe it's time with that King of Swords. I feel like it's time for you to get honest with yourself about yourself. You know what I mean? So, Spirit, give me some messages for Aisha, please. Yeah, the truth comes out here again. The Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So, I feel like you know the truth deep inside yourself with your higher self. So, I do feel like maybe it's important for you to like reassess how you know, what stability means to you and why. Talk to your higher self about it. I mean, there is some kind of big truth that needs to be revealed to you. I feel like you're worried about stability for your kids. And tell me more for Aisha's Spirit. Just show me this whole story. I feel like the kind of the ticket is the High Priestess saying, like, you need to tap into that higher self. And I don't know if you do that, if you meditate or whatever, Aisha, I have no idea. But I think it's kind of important to try, because I kind of feel like it wants to tell you something. And your higher self speaks to you through all of your chakras. And so it starts at the crown, third eye, throat, heart, right? And if there's any blockages in any of those, it kind of stops the rest from working properly. It's like like if you have a pipe in your sink and there's a big hair clog in it, it like doesn't allow the water to go through, right? So what I'm saying is, like, sometimes we all have like a clog in our self, like in our heart because it's hurt, or in our root chakra because something happened when we were little and we don't even know. So, like, it can happen anywhere though. But what I'm feeling is like your higher self wants to get a hold of you. They want to show you some truth about your stability and your children, and about why it's important to um, choose yourself every time. Two of Wands, choosing yourself, having the confidence to move forward and make your own decisions, right? So, and yeah, the key is surrender, Queen of Cups. So it's important that you just surrender this whole thing to your higher self. Like, so the pendulum tells me that it's going to be like next May that you get to go back to where where your husband is. And if that's the case, then it might be because you need to work on yourself. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not, you're not ready, like spiritually. I feel like once you surrender, there's some kind of new idea, so some kind of new, I don't know. Yeah, look at, you see what I'm talking about with the meditation? It's what it, that's what it's telling me. Like, you need to meditate on what you really want and what is best for you. What is best for you as well as your kids, right? You're going to find that out in meditation. So, I don't know. You could do a couple of different things. Like, you could look up chakra yoga on, just Google it on YouTube. And sometime there are some videos that are just like 10 minutes long that will open all your chakras. I would suggest doing that, like maybe every day, just every day as a practice. You open up those chakras so you can hear the message, so you can feel it, because you will feel it. And if you don't know about chakras, maybe look into it, educate yourself on it. Like, what does it feel like to have a blocked root chakra? What does it feel like to have a blocked sacral chakra? I feel like for you, like you probably have a blocked root and sacral and heart chakra blockage, because of the pain and the worry and the fact that it's so deeply connected with your sacral. That has to do with your children, your husband, your security. It's the base. And I think you have a big blockage there. Yeah. Yeah. That's your husband right there. It's about that. Funny that came out together. The high priest and the emperor. So I feel like there's something going on there. Tell me why that's here. Why is that here? Because there was a tower moment. And I feel like it could very much be affecting your children, right? Because there's a page here. Tell me more. Yeah. So I feel like spirits are rushing in here to help you. I feel like you feel like you're on your own, and you feel like you have to protect your family. I feel like also spirit energy coming towards you with the Eight of Wands to help you with this. Talk to you, tell you something you didn't know before. And then there's a transformation here for you. Like everything's changing. The way you see yourself, the way you see this situation. And then I see the Four of Wands and the Strength card here. Four of Wands and Strength. So basically what that's saying is that, yeah, I feel like you have a little bit of work to do with your higher self. I think you have to surrender and work on your confidence. I would try and open up your chakras. If you really have like 10 months to make a decision, it could be because you need to work on yourself so you can make an accurate decision, a fair decision for yourself, the one that's the best one for you. I do see stability coming into your life, Four of Wands, but it's after the transformation. It's after you find your own strength. See, I feel like you're kind of codependent on this person. And I feel like this person likes it. Your husband likes having you be dependent on him because he gets to call all the shots. And I feel like there's something inside of you that kind of knows that. And the spirit's trying to like whisper it in your ear. Look at this. Trying to tell you. And it's a secret. Like, they don't want anybody else to know. It's your secret, just for you. But the thing is if you're not listening, or if your chakras are blocked, you won't be able to hear it. That is how they talk to us. So my suggestion to you is to research the chakra system, figure out things to do on a daily basis to keep that chakra system cleared, and then start practicing meditation and listen. I know you have kids and I know you have a new baby, right? So this might be a challenge for you, you know, because taking care of kids is a lot of work. But if you can just whittle out a little bit of time, you know what I mean? Just whittle out a little bit. I mean, that chakra opening, they have them that you can do in like 5 or 10 minutes. Try that. And then maybe when you're laying down at night, you know, that's how I meditate. I meditate before I go to sleep. And I do it in bed. I don't do any kind of weird. I just really just tap in. So I feel like that's what Spirit's asking you to do too. They really want to help you, Eight of Wands. They want to help you because they see the predicament that you're in. And I feel like there's a choice that you're going to have to make here pretty soon. That's why there's a delay. That's why there's a delay. It's because the decision you make might surprise you. It might be something you aren't thinking of right now, right? So I hope that made sense for you, Aisha. Hi, Erica. How's it going? I'm just about ready to be done. I just did a collective reading. It's really nice to see you. I'm going to go work in a garden now. Yeah, happy weekend to you. Like, it's a long one. What are you going to do? Do you have any plans? Okay, I'm not hearing from anybody, so I will let you go. Have a great day.